Hi guys, this is Prasid Banerjee from Digit.in. We're looking at the performance and UI of the Karbonn Titanium Octane Plus right now. So this smartphone runs on the MediaTek MT6592. This is the octa-core processor. It's clocked at 1.7 GHz. So very powerful device. Although it runs on a stock Android ROM, so completely pure Android smartphone. We would have expected the performance to be a little better. You can see there's a lag here. There's a short lag in the UI which you wouldn't expect from such a powerful device that is also running on pure Android. So there is a little lag in the device which we wouldn't have expected from something that is so powerful and runs on a stock Android ROM. Karbonn has kept the ROM very simple, removed a little bit, very little. As you can see, usually you will find some options here. There's a Play Store option on the top right, that is not here, but minimal changes. Actually, it was a good idea for Karbonn to go for pure Android, but somehow the performance doesn't come out to our expectations. Even on the benchmark, it does give you good scores though. So we'll look at a game to find out what the performance of the smartphone really looks like. So we are playing Asphalt 8 on this phone to test its performance. This is a very resource intensive game, very resource intensive. So as you can see, the performance is, we have seen devices with better performance with this same processor, which is a little disappointing, especially because Karbonn has priced this phone very well. At 16990, this is one of the best phones to buy. But again, having said that, looking at the pricing, this is not bad performance at all. Say a competitor like Micromax Canvas Night costs a good about 4,000 to 5,000 more than this, which makes this a better choice in terms of considering the fact that you save almost rupees 4,000 on this smartphone, which is a very good option. But there is one problem with this phone. It is that in about 5 minutes of playing time, this device starts heating up really heavily. That could be a problem if you're a regular gamer. If you use your phone to play a lot of games, that could be a problem, because with that much heating, you're definitely not going to be able to play for a long time. And this is not just on Asphalt or other high-end games like Dead Trigger. It's not just on those games that this happens. This also happens in games like Subway Surfer and Temple Run. We've even tried it with that. It also happens with games like that. So that is again a little disappointing from this smartphone. We really expected Karbonn to do something better with this phone in terms of the performance. But you cannot, when a company prices a phone at rupees 16,990 and when it's available, this phone, when it's available at 14,000 as it is online, you really can't ignore that price and you have to give it a little leeway. So if you're planning to buy this for the performance, you will be making a little consideration, a compromise in terms of the performance, but that I think won't be a big compromise considering that you're saving rupees 4,000 on this phone. So going to the camera on this smartphone, this is another area that we were disappointed in. We have tested the camera. One thing that is good is that the camera UI is very easy to learn. It's not difficult. You've got your options here. It's a toggle menu. It's easy to toggle. It's not difficult at all. You've got some other options like flash, HDR and front camera, back camera difference. You've got that here. That is also pretty straightforward. Also, the camera takes pictures very easily. It's very fast. The UI is fast. That is good. The problem with the camera though is that the pictures are below par. If you consider a competitor like say the Panasonic P81, yes, the smartphone again costs more than this, but it's got a 13 megapixel camera which takes much better pictures than this. This is a picture we've taken from the phone. You can see the picture is blurry and pixelated. This is another picture that we took. The color reproduction is below our expectations, and as you zoom in, you will see a lot of blur and pixelation in the image. this is a very good example of the kind of images this is taking. As you see, the images are blurred and there is pixelation, which is not good from a 16 megapixel camera. There are much better cameras with lower resolution available in the market. But like we said, the Panasonic P81 costs almost rupees 19,000. So you're saving 5,000 on this phone. So maybe you could consider compromising on the camera.